Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. We are coming to you from our Parx Racing studio. It was Haskell Day. We're going to bring you all the stories from the big day at Monmouth Park with headliner, Preakness winner Journalism. Plus, we finished strong here with lots of local races as we head into our summer break. Plus, meet Smooth B, the $1 million earning PA Bred. It's going to be heading into a new chapter. And let's talk about the great Smarty Jones, who in just a week will be inducted into the National Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it'll be at Saratoga Springs, Dani, 10:30 a.m. On Friday at the Fazig-Tipton Sales Pavilion. We're all going up. We're actually going to tape the following week's show in the Sales Pavilion right after the ceremony. And at the ceremony, Brian Bouye from the Hall of Fame told me accepting for Smarty Jones will be owner Pat Chapman, trainer John Service, and jockey Stuart Elliott.
Oh.
So the whole trifecta will be in Saratoga Springs on Friday.
Well, you don't want to miss next week's show. It's going to be one to remember. And we have a great show today as well. Look, we're getting into our summer break here at Parx. Our last racing day was last Thursday, the 24th. We will be back with a bang. August 18th, Monday, we're going to come back with full stakes action. Lots of great races right here at our home track.
Yes, we will. Can't wait.
Well, let's get into a Grade 1 race, the Haskell at Monmouth Park. $1 million for 3-year-olds going the mile and an eighth. What a race it was. We got Preakness winner Journalism, honorary post-time favorite.
Yeah, so Journalism 2-5, obviously. I mean, he's got all the numbers. His record is incredible. He's been great since March 1st. Wins the Preakness, second in the Derby, second in the Belmont Stakes. The horse that almost beat him in the Preakness is back. Gosker, Kentucky outlaw, local here for the Duns. You know where he'll be. He'll be in front for some part of it, goal-oriented for Baffert. And Burnham Square, who had a tough trip in the Derby. Good bunch of 3-year-olds, but obviously all eyes on Michael McCarthy and Journalism.
Ooh, what a Haskell field it was, and we were there to see it live.
We were.
Here's the call to Grade 1 Haskell with track announcer Matt Dinnerman.
So it's going to be Kentucky Outlaw here to set the pace, and he's on the lead today, 3/4 of a length ahead. Bracket Buster running in the second spot, goal-oriented, placed perfectly today. He's running in third. Then Wild and Crazy Night, Gosker to the outside. He's 4 lengths off the lead, 1.5 lengths to National Law. Journalism, he's second to last today on the outside. Now 6 off the pace and 5 back to Burnham Square. Has plenty of work to do to reel all of them in as they head down the backstretch. The 50-1 long shot, Kentucky Outlaw leads the parade down the backstretch here in the Naira Betts Haskell, 1.5 lengths in front. Goal-oriented is second. Bracket Buster down on the inside as they go into the far turn. Goal-oriented, not asked for his best yet. Gosker is getting closer 3 wide. There he goes, and Journalism is following his move. Now Kentucky Outlaw gives way, and goal-oriented on the ladies in front. Gosker's making a race of it, and Journalism is third now. Continues to sustain run on the outside. They're at the top of the stretch in the Naira Betts Haskell. Gosker head in front, goal-oriented, trying to keep up. He's second. Journalism on the outside needs to quicken right now. 1 furlong to go. Gosker, goal-oriented inside, stubborn. Journalism, here he comes with those big, robust strides. Journalism, he's the headliner today.
And the crowd erupted. Journalism did get the win. We were there. Of course, Umberto Rispoli, the showman, came back, gave him a big hug. It was cool. I was on track right there. I could almost reach out and touch Journalism. And we got to celebrate with Michael McCarthy.
Yeah, it was fascinating, Dani. At the top of the stretch, I thought he was going to win by 5. When he came out, I said, all right, this is the Preakness except with no problems. And then all of a sudden he idled. And I'm going, whoa, I was a little concerned. And then finally, right about the 8th pole, he switched, and you could see him just digging down, and you could see that stride starting to lengthen. He got there. Look, I think he was not quite the same as the horse we ran through the Triple Crown. That horse would have crushed that field, but he's still good enough that he could win, and he's such a cool horse, a throwback, that he just keeps coming back for more. 6th race since March the 1st, 5th different racetrack, and he just keeps firing. Love it. And here's more on the track with trainer Michael McCarthy.
What an amazing horse. He's just such an athlete.
Yeah, he's very special. He left the best for last today, obviously, but I thought he was brave in victory. Seemed like he was having a little bit of trouble getting hold of the track here early on. I saw Umberto pull his stick through around the turn and kind of give him a little slap on the shoulder to get him up into the game, and eventually started taking him up to the leaders around the turn, or coming through the 3/8 pole. And with that long kind of measured run of his, he finally was able to wear him down. Like I said, a little bit, left it a little bit close though.
Well, we'd love to get him for our big 3-year-old race,
we
the
would.
Pennsylvania Derby. What are the chances of that?
So here I think is where we are, Danny. I do not think he's going to come back and run in the Travers. I think if they wanted to run in the Travers, they wouldn't put him on an airplane and send him back to California, right? They could have just vanned him up to Saratoga. So here's what it comes down to. The Pacific Classic is the last Saturday in August. That's 3 weeks before the PA Derby. That's against older horses. We're going to talk about Nisos in a minute. So it's either that or here would be the two possibilities. I don't think it's going to be both because that's 3 weeks between. But I suspect they're looking at the Pacific Classic at the moment, but things can change. We'll see. Love to have him here, Michael McCarthy. I gave him an invite, a personal invite right after the Preakness, and obviously we've talked about it since. And there is that $50,000 bonus for having won the Preakness for any horse that starts in the Pennsylvania Derby. So we'll see. Stand by.
How about this? If journalism comes, I will personally show journalism and its connections all the great Philly spots.
There you go.
A tour with Dick and Danny.
What could be better than that?
Let's get to some local racing here at Parx. This is Parx Picks, Monday's 8th race. Let's look at the favorite, Devil's K, Jamie Ness.
7-5, Jamie Ness, Paco. I was a little confused why this horse was bet like this, but I just said the reason. Jamie Ness and Paco Lopez.
Those notoriety names. Stay Funny, second choice for Roberto Perez. He's quietly having a really good last few weeks.
Indeed he is. He's winning everywhere.
Here it is, Monday's 8th.
Stay Funny has lead. Uncaptured Star chases in second. Let's picture this. Sunday Spirit, Devil's Key. These three are closing that gap just a bit. Action Hero, he's in sixth and well at the back. Only God Can Judge Me. And Stay Funny sizzles through an opening quarter, 22 flat. He has the lead and company is coming. Uncaptured Star on the outside. Picture this. Sunday Spirit, he's getting in gear. Devil's Key is under a drive. He's in fifth and losing some ground. Then it's Action Hero. Only God Can Judge Me. And Stay Funny has that lead. Sunday Spirit has his sights set on him as they go around the far turn. 45-4, and Stay Funny has the lead. Sunday Spirit, picture this, is coming up the rail to join the fight. On the outside, Sunday Spirit is full of run up to challenge Stay Funny. Stay Funny fights on the outside. Sunday Spirit has taken over. Picture this coming up the inside. It's going to be Sunday Spirit who's holding that lead. 16th left. Sunday Spirit, picture this, keeps on fighting. Action Hero on the scene late, but it is Sunday Spirit who gets it done.
Sunday Spirit set off that hot pace. Andy Hernandez, he had a great week as well, and this was your selection.
It was 7-1, Danny. What I saw here was a lot of heat, and I thought this was the only horse that could pass, and that's exactly what happened. Look, it was my weekend. We'll get to the 9th race at Monmouth on Saturday in a little bit, but yeah, Sunday Spirit had the trip, figured to get it. 7-1, nice price. Hope everybody got well.
Well, pretty cool win there for Sunday Spirit. We're going to go to our first break. When we come back, we are going to introduce you to Smooth B, a $1 million Pennsylvania bred who's carved out an incredible career here at Parx. Coming up after our first break on Let's Go Racing.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Well, Smooth B is a 10-year-old Pennsylvania bred, trained by Butch Reed his whole career, owned by Glenn Bennett of LC Racing. He has carved out just an amazing career, hard-knocking. Look, fires at various distances, has been tough in the Mid-Atlantic region, has won stakes on turf, dirt. But the rules say after he's 10 years old, he can't race anymore.
No, so he'll go to retirement. But you know what? What a run to win $1 million and the hard way. It's one thing if you win like a $2 million race or something. You just won $1 million. You won $1 million just by race, by race, by race. Love Smooth B. It's a great story, too, with Glenn Bennett and Butch.
Yeah, and he loves what he does. Let's talk with trainer Butch Reed on this amazing horse, Smooth B.
I remember the first day I laid eyes on him. A guy had a couple horses for sale down in Maryland, and we drove down to see him. And there was three, Gilia's down there, and he was in the group, and he was the reason we bought the group. And he's the only one that panned out from the group, too, but he's just been a pleasure to be around from day one. He's a good guy, easy to train, and just enjoys his work.
He's just so physically beautiful and versatile. Talk about his versatility on turf and dirt.
Yeah, turf, dirt, and he actually won going a flat mile down at Laurel earlier on his career. It looks like he's a little bit better sprinter these days. But yeah, there's not too much that he doesn't like. He'll do it just about all.
Well, what do you see in his future?
I don't know. We've been working on that a little bit. We've had some interest in his stallion because he still is intact. So maybe we'll get lucky and get to make some babies. But whatever it is, we're going to take care of him the rest of his life because he's certainly taking care of us.
Look, and we wish Smoothie all the best. He's going to run in the Marshall Jenny for like the 4th time, and this horse means so much to Glenn Bennett and the Butch Reed team. They're going to follow him the rest of his life, whatever he does. He's an athlete, so we might see him doing some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and that race, for the people that don't know, it's not here at Parx. There's no turf racing this summer here. It will be at Penn National. And it's not a long ship. Get on the turnpike and Smooth B.
And they have a great turf course up at Penn National. Well, let's get to some 2-year-olds right here at Parx. Always an exciting time. This is Monday's 6th race, first 2-year-old race for the boys. Just 4.5 furlongs, just a short distance. Flying Hawaiian, deserving favorite.
So Flying Hawaiian is named after Philly's great Shane Victorino. That was his nickname. He's good friends with one of the owners here, Glenn Bennett and LC Racing. And this is a full brother to Maximus Meridius.
Coloma coming in for Cal Lynch, always with nice horses.
No question. When Cal comes in, you must pay attention because if he's got a horse, like you said, anything, they're all live.
Here it is. It was Monday's 6th race, our 2-year-olds.
Flying Hawaiian, he now has a clear-cut lead as they go through the far turn. A wall of horses chasing him. Bull Market Run in the white blinkers. In between horses, freely held. He's making a move on the inside. Sunchill after that alert beginning. There's less than a quarter mile to go. 23-1, and Flying Hawaiian hits the top of the stretch with the lead. Flying Hawaiian freely held, trying to make things interesting on the far outside. Bull Market Run, Coloma trying to get in gear late. Flying Hawaiian has built up a lead, and he is opening up now. Flying Hawaiian swishes his tail, kicks on. There's a 16th left. He's a very nice one. Flying Hawaiian wins handily. Flying Hawaiian gets the win.
Flying Hawaiian there, just doing it impressively. Look, this horse, bigger things to come for him.
No question. Wins by 8.5. Danny, 76 buyer figure, which is a big number for mid-July for a 2-year-old. Doc Bonner, one of the owners here, and Wellesley Stable, which is Butch and Ginny Reed themselves, and of course Glenn Bennett, and Glenn actually owns the mare, and Mark Reed, where the mare is, out on his farm in Chester County, said they got a full brother out there, so very excited. Hopeful stakes maybe next, so they're very hopeful. They have a really good 2-year-old, and you know what I like the most? I love the way he strided out in the last 100 yards, like, hey, you know what? This is 4.5. I want to go longer than this. We'll see.
He was just getting warmed up. The big, impressive horse. We look forward to Flying Hawaiian. Well, let's go to Tuesday's 9th race. This was like a stakes race. Horses going the 1-mile distance. Awfully cool favorite. Abner Adorno, regular rider aboard.
Yeah, to your point, Danny, 6 horses, 41 combined wins, 1.8 million in combined earnings. It's not like a stakes race. It really is a stakes race, even though it's an allowance.
Wild Vine, second choice. Jamie Ness, Michael Sanchez. This one's in for the $100,000 tag, so if you have $100,000, you could claim this horse.
Right, there were several in for $100,000. None of them, it turned out, got taken for the 100, but yeah, that's how good this race was.
Here it is, Tuesday's 9th.
Run and Score. Hard fought lead for an opening quarter, 24-2. He's pressed to the outside by Feeling Woozy. Adero's right in between. Then to the outside, Awfully Cool takes that 4th spot right to his inside. Wild Vine, those two in tandem at the back. Counter Spy. Run and Score maintains that lead. Hard pressed to the outside by Feeling Woozy, right in between. Adero putting the pressure on Run and Score. The field well bunched up. Wild Vine, he's in 4th, just about 2 lengths off the leader. To his outside, Awfully Cool. Counter Spy at the back. 48-2. They head into the far turn. Field of 6, pretty bunched up still, and Run and Score holds that lead. Adero sticks his nose in front. To the outside, Feeling Woozy, and Adero now has the lead. Feeling Woozy tries to go with him. Run and Score's lost some ground. Then it's Awfully Cool. Wild Vine, Counter Spy trying to get in gear from the back, and Adero now has to brace for the challenge of Feeling Woozy as they go through the far turn. Adero fights on. Feeling Woozy's taking command. Awfully Cool has his sights set on the leader. He's under an all-out drive. Awfully Cool. Wild Vine trying to get in gear as well. 3 stacked across the track. Awfully Cool, full of momentum. Adero continues to run on gamely. Wildvine dives to the inside. Awfully Cool. Adero trying to keep up. It's Awfully Cool. He is awfully good. Awfully Cool gets the win.
And Awfully Cool is just that. He actually did break through the gate before the race, but he composed himself. Him and Abdurno got the win. And Abner said this is the only horse he talks to. They're like brothers. They know each other so well. Great race, nice win. My horse, Run and Score, he'll go back to sprinting where he's been a little more successful.
Look, Awfully Cool could not be better named. He's about as cool as it gets, and he won this race. This is on paper looked really competitive. In the end, it wasn't at all. Awfully Cool crushed him.
Let's go to stakes action at Colonial Downs. This is in Virginia. The $125,000 Edward Evans Stakes, a mile and 16th. And why do we care? Because Repo Rocks is the 3-5 favorite.
Yeah, this is a race for Virginia breds. It was on the turf where you weren't quite sure what Repo would do, but when it came off the turf, it was like, forget it. I mean, he was bet down to 3-5. I mean, this is one of the best horses Jamie Ness has ever had.
Phil Schoenthal sends out second choice, King Covey.
Good luck to King Covey at 9-5. You're betting against Repo Rocks, you're making a mistake.
Jason Beam with the call.
4.5 furlongs from the money in the Edward P. Evans Stakes, and Repo Rocks now in front of length and a half. Getting down on it, moves to the outside of King Covey. They're second and third. They're 2 clear of Sendero, the yellow colors, who's up to 4th. Dropping back there is Buddy Buddy, passed by Reggae Man, who's now up to 5th. Repo Rocks by the 3/8 pole. The lead is just over 2. King Covey asked to go after that favorite as they come past the 5/16. It's now 3 more. Back to Sendero, who moves through inside of getting down on it. Repo Rocks has to make a final quarter mile here. The lead bumped out to 2.5, 3 now. King Covey chasing from second, 4 more, then back to Sendero up the inside. A final 3/16 of a mile left to go, and it's Repo Rocks. Repo Rocks out here by 4 now. King Covey shifts down toward the inside path as a clear second. Sendero is a clear third. As they come by the 16th pole, Michael Sanchez and Repo Rocks, the lead still 4.5 lengths. King Covey was valiant, but second best today. Repo Rocks at 3-5 wins.
And Repo Rocks and Michael Sanchez with an impressive win. What a cool horse this is.
Yeah, no doubt. Jamie got this horse kind of later in his life, Danny, and since Jamie has had this horse, he's won almost 700,000. Only one horse Jamie Ness has ever had, Ghost Hunter, who won the Grade 3 Arlington Handicap, has won more, and it's not going to be long before Repo Rocks passes him for the all-time leading owner in the Jamie Ness stable.
Yeah, and Jamie's done so well of keeping him together. We look forward to, he said he wanted to try this race, win it again next year.
Why not? Second greatest Virginia bred of all time, we think, to
Secretariat.
There you go.
Well, let's go to Monmouth Park. The Wolf Hill Stakes, $100,000 going 5.5 furlongs. Favorite is Nothing Better with Irad Ortiz.
Yeah, we don't care about the favorite here.
Right.
We're interested in the 3, Fierce and Strong. Danny was with me at Monmouth Park on Saturday, and I was playing the contest, the Monmouth Park Haskell contest, and I bet all $500 on 3, Fierce and Strong at 12-1. Watch that.
4 Harp, Nothing Better. They're stride for stride rounding the turn. Izzy Vungu gets a tap on the shoulder to get going 3 wide. Bucarino right behind the leaders at the top of the stretch. He's got some horse. Bucarino waiting for a spot to go. Nothing Better is off the turn. Narrow lead on 4 Harp. Bucarino down on the inside. He's going to come looking for room down at the rail. He's going to find it. And here comes Fierce and Strong. Fierce and Strong in the middle of the pack has taken the lead. Fierce and Strong. Tyler Connor running away.
And he does it. He gets the win at 12-1. Fierce and Strong. That's his 3rd consecutive win. Tyler Connor, he is so aggressive. He just knows how to ride.
Yeah, I saw this race perfectly, Danny, when I went over it on Wednesday getting ready for this contest. I saw 4 or 5 speed horses. I saw Fierce and Strong sitting like 5-6 lengths off the pace, and then when Tyler wheeled him out at the top of the stretch, I could see those blinkers that you had pointed out to me. I said, I like the looks of this.
Yes.
And he cruised by, and that was enough to get me to the lead in the contest. I held it to the finish line. Gets me a Breeders' Cup spot, and among other things, there was some money involved. It was a fun day at Monmouth Park.
It certainly was. Well, let's go up to Saratoga for the Grade 2 Vanderbilt Stakes. $400,000 is on the line. Now, this is 6 furlongs. Book'em favorite. Is that too short for him?
Yeah, you know what? It may never be too short for Book'em Dano. He's just a cool horse. Certainly one of the great New Jersey breds in the history of that state. He just keeps firing.
Well, here it is, the Vanderbilt.
Mulligan takes the lead. Book'em Dano angles out with a 1/4 mile to go. Mulligan got the jump at the top of the stretch. Book'em Dano and Paco Lopez in hot pursuit. These two square off, and Book'em Dano is up to take the lead. Mulligan trying his best, but he's back to second. 4 lengths back to Damon's Mound and Nakatomi. It's Bookham Dano in another stellar display.
And he does it, Bookham Dano. What a great day for Paco Lopez, 2 stakes wins. It was weird to not see him at Monmouth Park on Haskell Day, but he had a great day. And Bookham Dano, just one of the coolest New Jersey breds. So happy for the team. And we get to see these owners here at Parx. They have connections here at Mariah Montoya.
111 buyer figure, the top of his career. This horse is as good as he's ever been. Beautifully managed from start to finish by Derek Ryan.
Well, we're going to go to another break. When we come back, we have more racing from around the country. Stick around on Let's Go Racing.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
Just a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parx Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Now it's time for this week's Jockey of the Week. Who could it be? Congratulations, Julio Carrera, who finished the race week with multiple wins and thrilling finishes, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now it's time for a very deserving Trainer of the Week who has accomplished a lot, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Congratulations, Jamie Ness, with a commanding week with multiple wins at various Mid-Atlantic racetracks, plus this week's trophy race, plus a stakes win at Colonial with the very cool Repo Rocks, making him our Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. It's time for another Turning for Home family photo. This is Chasing Stardom, owned and trained by Miguel Rodriguez. Look, he was showing signs it was time he wanted to do something else. I thought he'd make a great barrel racing horse. Thanks to Allie Allen of Daisy May Rodeo, he's found a great home with adopter Riley here in Delaware. What a hunk, that's what it's about.
There you go. What could be better?
Well, let's go to Best of the Rest. We go out to California. It's Del Mar time. Maiden special weight. What a race. Why do we care about this race?
Yeah, we care about this because my first Kentucky Derby, I happened to be seated in the old press box at Churchill Downs, right next to a guy from Los Angeles, Jay Pribman. We became friends then and stayed friends ever since, longtime DRF columnist. And this is a horse trained by Bob Baffert, named after Jay Pribman, who retired a couple of years ago. Check out this stretch call.
It is Privman on the inside, penalty box, still giving him a run. Privman down toward the rail, penalty box on the outside, still trying to get by. Privman has the lead coming down to the wire, and you can print the headline. Front page news, Privman wins!
So happy that Jay got to get his namesake and be there with his whole family and celebrate. And just, Jay's a great guy. I got to spend the Kentucky Derby time with him, and I see why you guys were such friends. And he contributed a lot working for the DRF all those years.
No question. 88 buyer. I think this might be a stakes horse. Look out.
Privman. Well, let's get to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 5th race. Augustine Red pulling away here.
Yeah, pulling away at 6-5. Yes, it's Jamie Ness and the usual crew, and romps home to win by over 2 lengths at the wire.
And look, I had to catch up with Jamie about his incredible week. He won the trophy race, and he won with Repo Rocks. Here's me and Jamie talking about his horses. Here with trainer Jamie Ness, who is one of the busiest guys, especially this time of year. Talk to us about Augustine Red. Nice horse there.
Yeah, well, we dropped him in class. He's been a little losing streak, but always talented horse, always found trouble all the time. You know, just one of those beat himself, and Michael did a perfect ride up the rail, and got lucky. The rail opened up, and he couldn't beat himself today.
Talk about the claim in the lifetime, Repo Rocks. What a cool horse he is.
Yeah, it was a nice stakes win, and one of my favorites of all time. He's getting a little long in the too, but he's still holding his form good. That's what's best about him. So, he's up over $1 million. I don't think haven't had too many horses in the barn that have made $1 million. So, he's nice to have, and he's got good races yet to come.
Well, it's time for us to go to another break. When we come back, we got Eye on Racing, and we're going to promo some pretty cool stuff, so stick around.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Shake those pearls, Meemaw.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Go Racing. It is now time for Eye on Racing. Huge day up in New York.
Yeah, the Jim Dandy, the return of Kentucky Derby and Belmont Stakes winner Sovereignty, starting his second half of the season. Sandman for West Point will be in there. Out on the West Coast, this is one you really want to keep an eye on, the San Diego Nisos, who Bob Baffert thinks is a major star. Root for him to win by like 15 lengths to discourage journalism from running the Pacific Classics. Maybe we can get him here for the PA Derby. Also, Alani for Michael Moore will be down at Colonial, $100,000 Love Song Stakes. And also, we'll be back to talk about it all next week.
Yeah, and make sure you check out Gate to Wire, our podcast. Bruce Casello and I talk with owner and PTHA board member Jack Armstrong. Look, we talk about horses, relationship as trainers, just all cool stuff like about owning horses, and Jack's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah, one of the good guys in the game. Also check out letsgoracingparks.com. I wrote about Danny and I's trip to Monmouth Park for the Haskell last Saturday.
And all the fun we got into. You don't want to miss that story. And we will be back. We're on our summer break, but we'll be back racing here at Park August 18th. We miss you guys, but you can still see us every week. Thanks for watching. Dick and I will catch you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Parx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the gray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.